Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Ace,
I am the Duke.
and this is a special episode because the card is final. And at the end of the past episode recap, which is 3 matches
Yeah,
for some reason,
only 3 matches. I don't know why.
1, 2, 3,
3.
we will be doing our predictions for this upcoming week in the Triple F.
One, to make this episode a bit longer, because, a 5-minute Ace and Duke episode just wouldn't be nearly enough. But two, there were only 3 matches.
Yeah,
So, it's kind of necessary.
and we didn't have an interview this week, so
Yeah.
you can't wrestle.
Plus, the card for this week is final, so there we go. That's a good reason. So, first up, our first match from this past week, which
was a 6-man.
Which was on June the 4th, 2015. And the first match was a 6-man battle royale between Doug Glatt, the Ubiquitous Tornado, Sting, The Real Deal, Paris Dahmer, and Apocalyptic Paris Newman.
And Glatt won that match.
Yeah.
By obviously throwing everybody over the top rope. But
everyone got thrown over the top rope at some point, but the last person standing got thrown over by Doug Glatt.
Yeah.
And then Doug Glatt was the last man standing. Even though this was not a last man standing match.
Yeah, and even though they were pretending like it was hard to do, even though it was easy in every other match ever.
Yeah, really.
But either way, moving on to our next match. Jack, the Hidden Horseman, Jack Anderson, fought Goldberg.
So yes,
with his
they fought because again Jack has some built up vengeance he wants to unleash on Goldberg for that attack at Flockamania.
That and the fact that a few years in the past Goldberg broke his neck by slamming him.
Yeah.
So
that's another reason. So of course, being the Hidden Horseman Jack Anderson, we did say he had a lot of promise, and he beat Goldberg, which shows his promise even further. This was astonishing. I was really, honestly shocked by this match, but at the same time, I was extremely happy to see the results.
There's only a few people who ever beat Goldberg, and Jack is now one of those people.
And Jack is now one of those people.
So, he's got a lot of coming. But we got to talk about this next match.
This was the main event, and this was a rather surprising match. Horatio threw out an open challenge for anyone in the Triple F to come and challenge him.
And his partner quickly accepted.
Which was honestly surprising, and at first we started to speculate, does this mean that Deadly Darkness is becoming no longer? But that's not the case at all, from what we can tell, what
This was just a straight challenge to see who the real leader was.
That's right. And the winner was
Cody the Kid Brown, meaning he will move on to be.
And I actually got to talk to Horatio earlier, and he stated that he was not all that surprised with the outcome of the match. He admitted that there was a reason why Cody was the leader of Deadly Darkness. So,
yes, but then we have to talk about the action that took place after the match.
That's right.
Hashtag blame Tornado.
Indeed.
Tornado took his vengeance on Ace and Duke out on Cody the Kid Brown and Horatio. I don't know why, but I have a feeling.
Was it because they were our first two?
Connected somehow.
Was it just because they were our first two interviewees? I mean,
maybe, or he thinks we have a special connection to them in some way. But nevertheless, Tornado will pay for that. And
rest assured. Hashtag blame Tornado.
Hashtag blame Tornado. But speaking of that, I'm actually going to skip to that match first.
Ooh.
In our in this week's
card.
Prediction card, because the Ubiquitous Tornado accepted Horatio's challenge to fight him this week. Again, an open challenge that was again accepted.
Yep.
And for that, I think that something will be worked on. There might be a surprise visitor in that match.
Oh, will there?
And I'm hoping it's true because I could not know, but I'm assuming
there very well could be
that his partner will probably be either somewhere around the building or around the ring. I'm not really sure which, but
It's certainly
it'll
possible.
be somewhere.
I mean, I can imagine Cody has a bit of a grudge against the Tornado after last week, so I could definitely see him hanging around somewhere. Just
Make sure it's a fair match.
exactly.
Not exactly taking the fight to him, even though he should. I just think he's trying to will try to make sure it's a fair match instead of
That's right.
something that is not.
But we'll just have to see later on down the line if this is true, or if maybe Cody doesn't show up, or maybe Cody does show up, and I don't know, maybe he interferes in the match. Who knows? I don't know what's going to happen.
But next in the order, I'm guessing.
We're going to go by the order that we have here on the card. So let's. You
Go
want
with the single. Actually, let's pick our who's going to win that match first.
Oh right, Horatio versus
And then move
Ubiquitous
up
Tornado.
from there.
As for that match, honestly, I see Horatio winning this match. He's already proven that he can beat Tornado on an occasion before, and I do think Horatio can win this match.
I'm indifferent. I agree that Horatio probably will win this match, but I can't count the Ubiquitous Tornado out as much as I dislike him for the attacks on us this past. Yeah.
Well, and I also understand that Ubiquitous Tornado is a very good wrestler. He's very good at what he does. But I just feel like Horatio is going to win this match. He's already proven that he can beat him once. I think he's going to do it again. So, there you have it. That's just my thoughts, though. Again, these are just our opinions, our predictions, so they don't mean anything, really, until people actually win matches.
Yeah. But the next match we gotta talk about is The Undertaker coming out of his shell. Because, he doesn't usually call people out at all. To call out the ravishing one, Rick Rude.
Ooh.
This was a match coming straight from The Undertaker's mouth. I don't know why, but for some reason.
Yeah, Undertaker doesn't normally challenge people. People usually challenge The Undertaker.
Yes, but I'm guessing since, nobody would challenge The Undertaker, I guess he took out upon himself the challenge.
That's very possible.
The Rude one. But, yeah.
So, who do you think is going to win?
I gotta say The Undertaker because he's the fucking Undertaker.
I'd have to agree. He is The Undertaker, and there's no real denying that. So, I do think The Undertaker is going to take this match.
And I'm guessing The Undertaker too, so I guess we'll move on to the next one.
Yep, let's go ahead and move on to the next match, which is a singles match between Paris Newman and The Future. This is going to be interesting.
Two bald guys trying to fight each other? Yeah, I see that happening.
What are you talking about? Two bald guys fighting never happens in wrestling, ever. Ever. Never. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway,
Ever.
Let's actually talk about this match a little bit.
I see Paris Newman winning this one. I just have a feeling.
You see Newman winning this one?
Yeah. I mean, The Future is obviously the leader of the league, the creator, and also the one of the best competitors in the league. I just have a feeling that the apocalypse is coming in the form of Paris Newman this week. So, that's my guess. Who do you got?
Personally, I'm going to take the opposite of you. I'm going to guess The Future. Because I think his victories over Horatio have really shown that he is still on top, that he is still going strong, and that he's not going to give up easily. So, I do think he's going to beat Newman in this particular match, though I could be wrong. I see this match going either way, but as for my personal pick, The Future.
Alright. But the next match we have will be a triple threat match between Vulcan, Dynamite Danny, and Doug Glad.
See,
or Vulcan, Sheamus clone, the Glad. Who do you have winning this match, Andy?
Ooh.
I mean, Duke. Oh well, who cares? Duke.
I'm not sure. See, because triple threat matches and fatal four ways, these are usually some of the hardest ones to predict. When there's more than 2 people in a match, I usually find these just a little bit harder to predict, simply because of the fact that there are multiple people in a match, and it could really go any way, because only one person has to pin another person to win the match. So really, it could go any way, but if I had to absolutely choose, I say Danny.
And I say you're 3 and 100% right on that one.
Well, I mean,
I gotta choose Danny too.
Danny showed in the past that he's a very dominant competitor. So far, the only person, so far the only people that have actually beaten him in singles matches have been like the Future and Cody, and maybe 1 or 2 other people. But really, he hasn't been beaten all that much in terms of singles matches. Triple threats, I think he can handle himself. Not to mention he was also a former champion, so that's a thing.
Next up, we have the Deadly Darkness versus Cody, Horatio, and Sting versus the Ascension.
Well then, tell us how you really feel.
Jobber and Jobber versus Cody Kid, Horatio, and Sting.
Well, Sting's just more than likely going to be on the sidelines. I mean.
Well, maybe, yeah. But either way, the Ascension will lose this match because Jobber and Jobber.
Yeah, I just don't think they stand a chance against Deadly Darkness.
I don't either.
I mean, sure, Deadly Darkness was only champions for a few
and of
days,
course,
but...
Yeah, but of course, we only know them as Jobber and Jobber because of the Future.
Yeah.
Code. But, we don't know who the Ascension are. We don't know if there's going to be Victor and... I forgot the other guy's name.
Connor?
Yeah, Victor and Connor. Or if it's just going to be 2 people calling themselves the Ascension and not be the actual Ascension.
Well, we'll have to see.
So we'll find out this week.
Thursday night!
Yeah.
So.
But, time to move on to our main event match. Actually,
no, there's 2 more matches.
Main event.
We have a singles match between the Hidden Horseman Jack Anderson and a mystery opponent. It's a mystery opponent. There is a rivalry going on between Jack Anderson and Goldberg.
It's totally not Goldberg at all. Cryptic nonsense.
Well, they do have a rivalry going on, so it very well could be Goldberg. But then again, we could be surprised. Who knows?
I hope we are, because it's totally not Goldberg.
Well, anyway.
Just like it wasn't fucking The Undertaker. Because.
But anyway, I think no matter who Anderson fights this week, he's probably going to win again.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter whether it's Goldberg, because he's shown that he can beat Goldberg. It doesn't matter if it's whoever else, because...
Bray Wyatt.
I mean, Jack Anderson's really been showing his place in this league ever since he entered. Really, his first match pretty much meant nothing after a while, because his first match was against Horatio, and he lost that match. But after that, he's won almost every single match he's been in.
Yeah.
So,
I think Jack Anderson has this one. That's just my opinion.
I think
but
so too.
Moving on, because time restraints and bullshit like that.
Well,
but
now we have our last match on the card between
Cody Kid Brown and Paris Jobber in a cage.
In a steel cage.
Where hopefully the cage will come into effect and bloody some people up.
Yeah, let's hope that people actually use the cage, unlike people didn't use the cell in a certain match at Flockamania.
You activated my trap card.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
Oh.
It's called the Steel Cage of Steel Cage.
The Steel Cage. Now, what does that card do?
It activates my Steel Cage and won't allow you to attack for 3 turns. But yet I can't attack either. For
Steel
3 turns.
Cage. That's the most powerful card in all of Duel Monsters.
Actually, it is. It is one of the most powerful cards in all of Duel Monsters.
Well, anyway.
Also known as the Nightmare Steel Cage, but yes.
So, again, let's predict who's going to win this match. Personally, I'm picking Cody, the Kid.
And who am I picking?
Let me just think. Is it Cody?
Not at all. But then again, I am picking Cody, so you're 3 and 100% right again.
Well, honestly, with Cody being the champ right now, this is a prime opportunity to show his skills and show that he can, you know, defend his championship, despite this not being a championship match.
Despite he's waiting on the rematch clause.
Yeah.
From TDP, who's ducking me, bro.
Yeah.
Stop ducking Vitor, bro. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. But yes.
It is kind of weird that Dark Passenger is avoiding everyone now after only just losing his championship.
Yep.
So, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on.
6-11.
Okay then. Well, those are our predictions for the matches for 6/11/15, June 11th.
Alright, but here's something I gotta talk about.
Okay.
In the rules, what does it say about challenging when you have to challenge somebody?
Well, when you're challenging someone, the rules state that you have to challenge someone either one rank above or below you.
Yes, but how exactly do we keep that in effect? I mean, everybody seems to be challenging out of their way here.
Oh, there's almost no way to really tell. I mean...
Because, you know, if one person challenges above their rank or below the rank, usually, you know, if one gets taken away, they'll have to challenge 2 up or 2 down because usually the matches are taken. So it's kind of confusing. We need to work on, I believe they should work on focusing on that a little bit and setting that straight.
Possibly, yes, but that's a whole nother discussion for a whole nother thing.
Yes, I just wanted to bring that up because it's making my head hurt having to look at the ranking board sometimes.
Well,
it's kind of confusing to figure out. But then again, I digress. And I am the Ace.
I am the Duke.
And we are
out.
signing out.
We'll see you next week.